Judging from the raw footage, this one looks like it's gonna have more meat to it. Oh, that was about as far from fierce a battle as they get. It barely even started before we finished it off. Huh. So we win if we beat Mitsuhide, not Nobunaga like the previous two times? I can already tell I'm going to enjoy this mission more than I probably should. Little hard to lay low when you're the main reason your side hasn't been crushed yet. At this point, let's just deal with the closest enemy officers to try to get the pressure off our very unremarkable and apparently unnamed allies. It's not like we can win by just patiently intimidating the enemy by not charging at all. The only time I have ever seen that work was in the movie Kagemushin, when Shingen's body double just had the troops stand stoically despite what the enemy was doing, and the enemy was completely intimidated by their lack of a response. Though I still have no idea how a daimyo, who had some of the most renowned cavalry, ended up with a nickname of the Mountain, at least in the context of that movie. Right, so I'm supposed to believe that Nobunaga and Mitsuhide wouldn't notice someone as high-ranked as Katsuie getting beaten back. I know the guy isn't a playable character yet. Come on, show the man some measure of respect. If you don't feel like you can win the war, why are you still fighting it? And why do you feel that way considering how the previous two missions went for us? I'm sorry, but things just aren't adding up here. Not in character motivations or the reactions of people to what's going on at the current moment. So, once again we have to snipe someone who our objectives say we need to beat in order to succeed in this mission. If that's what's supposed to happen, then why is this mission so much longer than the previous one? Did I just take my time doing the objective, killing as many of the other officers on the field as I could before going for the finishing blow? And if there's a time limit on this objective, why don't we see a timer? We aren't even trying to lay low in this mission. We're just doing the exact same thing we usually do in a given battle. We're tearing through these guys with absolutely no care whatsoever. If it weren't for how insanely unobservant these guys are, I'd be wondering why they aren't commenting on the fact that a player character is clearly changing the tide of this one-sided battle for the third time in this campaign alone. I suppose now's as good a time as any to start heading to Mitsuhide and shoot the bastard. Fortunately, we need to approach him from the right angle or the objective will fail on us, despite the fact that he has to know that we're coming at this point. They were apparently obliterated despite the fact that I don't see any enemy officers there on the minimap. Just why is it that the eco-monks are being treated like such a minor footnote while at the same time being treated as Nobunaga's crowning moment of cruelty. Even more sad is the fact that this campaign in this game is the one that goes the furthest in depth with them in the entire series, as far as I can remember. Just what the hell is even going on here? I'm not sure that Magoichi needs to breathe a sigh of relief after that. His bullet did less damage than last time he sniped someone after all. Doesn't look like there's too much of an army to cease attacking, so I don't see how much good that did. Or maybe I just judge things on how many officers I see on the minimap, not on the actual number of troops. As a side note, the only reason I didn't just jump down and finish off Mitsuhide there and then is because of an objective coming up after that. Magoichi's final mission in this campaign is more annoying to activate than many of the other characters in this game, because it's not just one mission where you have to do something to make the story branch off to a conclusive direction. You have to complete the right objectives in absolutely every mission before the final one, otherwise you get an anticlimactic cutscene that clearly didn't have much attention put into it. Since when does Mitsuhide give Hanzo orders? Sure that Oda and Tokugawa are allies, but I don't think an Oda retainer can just tell a Tokugawa retainer what to do. I thought it was only Nobunaga who could order Ieyasu and his clan around. Though it's possible I just don't understand the relationship between the two clans especially well, considering the various and at times random sources I've used to learn about Japanese history over the years are possibly questionably translated. Again, this game was a nice point when I was younger in making me interested, and had a number of historical truths to it, but the inaccuracies feel a good deal more glaring to me now. Hell, it doesn't even feel fully compliant with the rest of the series that comes after this. You'd think that a super ninja like Hanzo would have noticed we just took out another one of their officers, or the fact that Mitsuhide was shot in a manner similar to how Nobunaga was shot in a previous mission before we charged it. That should have been more than enough evidence for Hanzo and Nobunaga and Mitsuhide to know Magoichi is here. But no. Apparently the enemy is not allowed to connect the dots and needs the player to run right in front of the more important officers in order to blow our poorly maintained cover. And apparently Hanzo isn't going to bother trying to fight against the eco-monks that his army wants to slaughter when he's in the right place to do so. I suppose it makes sense since at the moment he's trying to be more of a scout than an assassin, but still. Definitely not the best use of one of their best fighters in this area considering how the battle's been going. Hanzo, I'm so disappointed that you didn't see all the evidence of our presence, even if you didn't actually physically see Magoichi right in front of you. You're supposed to be the most legendary ninja of all time. I expected more from you. Though I suppose better ninjas just avoided being remembered at all. It isn't particularly easy to praise people who do so well at being unseen scouts/assassins that nobody can even tell they did anything. So, Well, I should make sure the remaining rebels get the hell out of here with no trouble. I also can't help noticing our bodyguards haven't been shooting much, if at all. Really, those guns have been amazingly silent. Are you describing this particular mission or the game as a whole? Just how does a guy on horseback manage to sneak up on you on a bridge like this when it's this damn barren? I mean, at the very least, his horse stepping on the wood should have caught your attention sooner. So, Keiji can just step out because he's not a fan of the fight, but Mitsuhide, well, apparently decides to go into a rebellion over this entire war against the Eco monks. Willingly goes through with the battles anyway, and something ain't adding up here. Speaking of not adding up, right, go ahead and advance on a battlefield where everyone except the guy you were ready to run away from has already left. Just what are you even gaining in this battle? At best, you're just making it a little more annoying for the people who do hit and runs against you to find ground to run to. What, no comment from Ranmaru now that the person who already shot Nobunaga twice is come to do it a third time? At the very least, I was expecting him to start running to his lord to warn him we're coming. Maybe have another exchange referencing how girly the guy looks and how our main character is a womanizing bastard. You really shouldn't be saying that as you casually walk away from the only distinctive character with a rifle. It's like asking Magoichi to shoot you in the back to prevent you from trying to make us in the future. Why would he be ready to leave if he already saw how poorly Mitsuhide did with the troops he had in the first place? Well, either he decided to fall off his horse on his own, or we did actually hit him there. And apparently we can't get to him from this corner because someone forgot to put some ground between our patches of dirt. Kind of odd level design, really. Wait, after everything we did in the previous two missions and what we already managed to pull off in this one, you just want to leave without kicking more ass? Seriously, why do we need to escape when we can crush his entire army on our own? Is it just the fact that slaughtering all these troops won't make any difference in how things are in the next mission of the game? Or is there some invisible time limit that will make us fail the mission if we don't get to the escape point fast enough? As a side note, I am not sure I am too much of a fan of the music in this mission. Sounds like something I'd expect on some Jeopardy ripoff, to be honest. The hell? Have we seen this before? Because I have the distinct memory of already complaining about the very late dodge that Hanzo did there.
Yamini Tokeo.
Well, we're planning on leaving soon, so in one sense, regardless of who wins this fight, we're definitely going to vanish from here anyway. Maybe I'm starting to lose my mind, but I could have sworn I heard some notes in the background music that made me think of Street Fighter 2, specifically Ryu's theme. So when they're running away, they can dodge bullets shot from behind them, but when fighting us, they have a hard time dealing with blades coming at them from right in front of them. That is most definitely odd. Well, of course it's dropping. A single man is blocking the massive stream of troops and is killing your best men without getting at all injured during the process. How do you even deal with someone this overpowered outside of send other overpowered people and hope that somehow they're stronger than him? Now comes a difficult question. Should I deal with the other officers or just get out of here? Because while I like the fact that this mission is turning out longer than the last one, there doesn't feel like too much point in staying longer when the rest of our army has already called it a day. I mean, sure, I could knock around Mitsuhide a bit more and that would be satisfying after the previous campaign, but we've already knocked him around a bit anyway. And just slaughtering the entire enemy's army, it really doesn't do the Oda any favors in terms of credibility for the rest of this campaign. They are the only force we fight against as Magoichi, and the fact that we've already humiliated them 3 times with ease is more than enough embarrassment without completely wiping the map clean of them, and just so we can see them again in the next mission.